Hey, this is What You're Waiting For, a woman's perspective on camping and survival. And I wanted to do a few videos on different books that I have in my library that I really think would be great to have on hand. And this is a really great reference book. It's the official Boy Scout handbook. This is an older version. This is a little bit newer, but this is not the newest one. But they have many, many revisions of this. It all pretty much has the same information. The newer ones have more technology based. But it's a great reference to have. And if you find one at a garage sale, which I did these, they're probably like 50 cents, maybe $1. I wouldn't go over a couple dollars, because some people say, oh, this is an antique. Well, you can find these paperback ones, which are great to put in your pack or just on your shelf. And I was going to show you some of the things that they have in these Boy Scout handbooks. First of all, the Girl Scout handbooks do not contain this information. They contain more, I'd say nice little things, but less rugged, outdoorsy kind of things than the Boy Scouts. I don't know why, because our Girl Scouts do the same exact thing as the Boy Scouts, but they're more, technology-based and things like that, and friendship-based. Also, I would not buy the ones for Cub Scouts, because they are for younger kids, and they are less geared towards camping and less geared towards the things that you would need, and more geared towards, little kids' things that the little kids might want to do. So, Boy Scout handbook. And I was going to show you a few things in here. First of all, they had a whole section about fire building. And I was just going to turn to a couple different pages, but this is all about campfires and stoves. And you can just, go through with tons and tons and tons of different information. Yeah, it tells you, all those things that you learn from TV that you might not remember on the trail. It's a really great reference to have. Even about, locations to put it, everything, what to cook in. But I'm just going to skip around. Here is a great section that I use a lot for basically the knots. And it has so many different knots, instructions on not just the basics, but they really get into some harder knots. Step by step, all of them illustrated, really easy. Even, gives you ideas of how to use your rope, how to make different things, how to make lashings. It's just really, really informative. Another section, orienteering, a whole section on orienteering. And I won't go through everything, but it gives you a lot of information on reading a compass, how to read a map. So, all this information is in here. Let's go to another section real quick. Oh, here we go. All about animals, how to identify, how to track them. Different types. They had snakes in here, of how to tell whether they were poisonous. All kinds of information. Birds. They also had how to identify different types of trees, how to identify different types of wild edibles. That'd be great to learn. And how about weather, constellations at night. I don't know if you can see. Oh, this is a great page here. It tells you all about the constellations, winter sky, summer sky, and a really great section on first aid. So, some really great information. So if you just have this as another thing that it had in here is on compass. I remember it showing how to do it off of sticks in the ground, how to tell your way from your watch. I know I've seen that on TV before, but I can never remember. So this is really great, just all around. What's poisonous there? All around, great information on just about everything. I mean, how to make shelters, even things like Morse code, how to do flags. It's endless. Distress signals. And it's just a really great book to have. And they pack a lot for their punch. And especially if you're going to have somebody that is a little inexperienced, this comes at it from a very not knowledgeable at all kind of perspective. And it gets very in-depth where you could really learn about the subject. So I suggest that you go out and buy the official Boy Scout handbook and carry it around. This one right here goes back in my pack because when I get out on the trails, sometimes I forget, and I always have a nice reference book. So what you waiting for? Bye.